Hello, welcome to Theatre.Reviews with Paul Seven. I'm here at the National Theatre to see Bacchae. I was excited at the prospect of Indhu Rubasingham's first production as the National Theatre's director. She is, after all, the first woman and the first person of colour to run the country's leading theatre. And she came up with another first. It was the first time an author's debut play had been produced in the Olivier, the National Theatre's largest auditorium. And what a start from Nima Taleghani. It's a very modern, feminist interpretation of Euripides' Bacchae in both the language he uses and the way he places the chorus at the centre of the action. It was as if Ms. Rubasingham, who directed, wanted to say, from now on, this is the People's Theatre. Well, right on to that. And the show had all the makings of a triumphant start to her reign. It was certainly pacey and eye-catching. But I was a little disappointed. Keep watching and I'll tell you why. I'm Paul Seven Lewis and welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. I review London shows mainly and I love theatre. If you like my reviews, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. You can also read my reviews and my roundups of other critics' reviews, including of Bacchae, at Theatre.Reviews. Bacchae opened as dramatically as you could wish for, with a giant horse covered in blood dominating the stage. In fact, Robert Jones' moving tiers of stage floors and eye-catching costumes, some Mad Max style, others simply dazzling, along with Oliver Fenwick's flashing, whirling lighting, were a continual spectacle. Indhu Rubasingham's tight direction keeps the pace moving despite the large number of chorus members that she has to move. Choruses are a constant in ancient Greek drama, but usually they're a homogeneous group, witnessing and maybe commenting on events. Sometimes they have a role beyond that, and in Bacchae they are the group of women who worship the demigod Dionysus, or Dionysus, as they insisted it should be pronounced. Well, it's all Greek to me. They follow him through his triumphs and troubles, and Euripides extends their role to more active participation in the action. Nima Taleghani's gone even further, making them the central force in the events that take place on the Olivier stage. They're a group determined to bring down authoritarian regimes run by men oppressing women. Now, I don't want to say too much about what happens, in case you don't know the twists of the story. But suffice to say, there is considerable bloodshed and one terrible key moment involving a mistaken victim of a murder. It's a great play that asks a lot of questions about religious fanaticism and the way passion can override reason. In this adaptation, the chorus are given individual personalities and even split at one point into factions, one led by Clare Perkins, who brings authority, reason and humour to the part of Vida, and a blood-soaked Sharon Small with demonic eyes that suggest a career in horror films might beckon. The dispute between King Pentheus and Dionysus is central to the play. The former has banned the latter's religion and denied his divinity. Well, in this version, the two characters are a little marginalised, although James McArdle's portrayal of the king as uncertain of his masculinity and Ukweli Roach's Dionysus is shown as an unworldly man, more into love than war, and this provided an amusing contrast to the bloodthirsty women. Simon Startin was a dryly funny Tireseus, and so traditional in style that he seemed like a deliberate contrast to the radical changes all around him. Ultimately, far from pondering too long on the madness of what has taken place at their instigation, the chorus latches on to the fact that Dionysus is, among his many responsibilities for promoting pleasure, the god of theatre, and Vida promises that the theatre they are in will from now on reflect real people's lives. Well, that's great. And all of this is done using some, at times anyway, witty and amusing poetry and rap, peppered with strong language and many crude references to women enjoying sex. And there was dancing to DJ Wald's insistent beats. There were many rousing speeches that were delivered in such loud voices that they had me reaching to my bag for some aspirin. But don't misunderstand me, it was fun and exciting, but Bacchae was written as a tragedy, and that essential element of it is lost in all the comedy. The remoulding of the plot to support the positive message not only makes the story confusing, it undermines events that should leave us shell-shocked. So, I did find Bacchae entertaining, and I am looking forward to what else Indhu Rubasingham will bring to our National Theatre, but I hope there will be less messing about and more substance. I give Bacchae 3 stars. I hope you enjoyed this review and found it useful, and if you did, please like, comment and subscribe to this channel and you'll be the first to know about my future reviews. You can also read my reviews and my roundups of other critics' reviews at Theatre.Reviews. And you can follow me on some of the social media, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky and Instagram. Thank you for watching.